risk. Coolio. Are you ready?
Big rich music.
I'm ready.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Ways to Better Living. As always, this is your host, Coolio, bringing you the last topic of discussion for the topic dealing with laws, which is the summary of the whole entire thing, in pretty much giving you highlights of all what's been discussed and all the laws that we've discussed and how all of this tie into one law as a whole, which is what, as I continue, you will be able to understand that there's only one law, and once you break that law, all these laws that are out there can fall into that one. So, which we discuss theft, we discuss the family law, which is got subcategory, but it's usually mostly with family disputes in the sense of husband, wife, and in some cases children involved in custody battle and all of that. And also we discuss killing someone, which they call murder, and we discuss the financial aspect as well, which is also has to do with part of the theft, which falls under that. And also we discuss assault, which is having argument with someone that went into a fist or other things involved to be used, but no one is, because if you killed, it gets to do with murder. So that's why that one went into that category of. And also, what else did we discuss? We discussed the law that has to do with we've already theft, murder, assault, family, and the last one we just discussed, and the justice ones, where laws are created which get to be subsection in each laws. So all these are there in place. So now, a lot of people know these laws exist, but the thing that you do not understand is how it gets applied. In each case, it applies differently. In some cases, they compare it with cases in the past, which they tend to do like majority at the time, compare the case from the past cases that they've had, and this where they're able to come up with another subsection because the judge might see a different way of handling the case than the past, but though they're similar or the same, but apply it in a different way, but still goes with past cases and all of that. So regardless of what the crime is, that's what they do. So, and as I mentioned in the last episode, you do not get these laws out there so you understand it. Like you get books that tells you about every other thing, but the only one that is, you will not find books to let you understand these things, is the very law of the land. So if you say you're a good ruler, as the government claim they rule people, and why won't they provide the very thing for people to understand what to not do and what to do? So by them doing that, what happened? Once you are left in the loop and not see these things, then you fall victim. So you that commit these things end up being a victim, but you are held as a criminal. Why? Yes, most, if not everyone knows to kill someone is wrong. But why do people kill others? That don't come up in courts as to why all the time. Majority of the time they make it seem mostly like it's a financial gain or something that the person gaining, a materialistic gain. Some of it is that person killed out of self-defense. Some happen out of someone tired of taking someone bullying them their whole life, and then they end up take someone's life. Not that that person's life that they take might deserve it or not, but they do. Why? As to way of stopping the bully. So all these are aspects that, but the two that the court will not look at majority of the time is the self-defense part and the bully part. Why? Because it said not to kill. So you kill, it don't matter what derives from why, what causes you to do such, you are found guilty. So if these are the causes of that, and for people who commit assault to others, not in all cases the person that being charged to be found guilty is the instigator of it. Not always. Majority of the time, depending on the situation, it is, yes, but not in all cases. But do the courts look at that? No. So you understand that as well. And theft, stealing. Yes, stealing is wrong, no matter what the circumstances is. But also, the system is there to condone other people that steal from you, that they will give them the right to steal from you. So you understand that and you want to take back what is yours by stealing it back, but you will end up being found criminally responsible, meaning guilty, and do time or whatever the punishment will be. So, is that fair? No. But these are the things that set with the system and its laws. And when you look, who are the biggest criminals? The one that make the law. Why? Because all his laws got loophole that only them can use. So if you're not one of them, you can not know about the loopholes, and because you don't know about the loopholes, once you are charged, you cannot be able to use those loopholes to get yourself off it. And the only ones that will be able to use that is people that already know that these loopholes exist and will find someone that knows about it to get them off. So meaning you have to have what? The thing that connects these people is one thing, money. That's why they said money talks. Money doesn't speak. Humans does the speaking. But they use money to do that speaking by letting people take money in a way of bribery to get people off that do commit these things. So this is how the system is set up. You got all these laws. That is why they will not give the public the laws that exist of the land. Because if you got that in your hand and knows it, then majority of the time you're able to use it yourself and be able to stand for yourself and not let others take advantage of you. And what would that mean? It means that you will not commit crime, and those who went to law school would not have a job. So, by them omitting that from you, you will commit crime and they will have a job. That is the bottom line. Now, with family life, what is the... Yes, the way they teach you is, you meet someone, it's not, you're not looking for your true connection with that person. That's why you have to fornicate first before you decide to get married. It says, I'm buying a car, I gotta go test drive the car. So that's how you view your partner. You gotta test drive before you see if you can have it or not. So if it's good at that moment, then you get yourself involved. And then when you realize it's not good anymore, then that end up in family court by going through divorce. And children involved, the children end up getting suffered because of you two that made the mistake, and now the children pay for that mistake that you both made. So this is what the system is all based on. They look to make money off of your wrongdoing. That is why they will not teach you in what to do. And then the ones that says they will come teach you, what do they want from you when they want to teach you? They want your money. So it's all business. And even when they teach you, they themselves don't know the true teaching of how to stay away. So what they teach you, you still not going to get that information that will help you to avoid all this that the system set in place. So what happened? You end up breaking laws upon laws. And what causes people to break laws? Disobedience, which is the human condition that you've been conditioned to not obey no one. Even though the people that you will say you obey, you still defy them by doing things. So obedience is not there. And obedience is a law-abiding person. And who do you obey? Because who you obey gets you to be law-abiding or not law-abiding. And which law do you hold up higher than which one? Oh yes, we deal with, there's another one that I didn't talk about, but it all has to do with the family section, which we deal with. That's, I just recall that I did not go in detail about that part, which I want to deal with that separately because it's not just about law with that one, because even the law protect these people. So I will deal with that as a separate issue on another episode, which is pedophilia. But that's a separate one. I will deal with that separately, which will be a different topic. Because I'm not looking at that as law. I'm looking at that as humanity, as everyone claims have humanity for each other. So that's how I'll view that one. So these are the laws, and as I mentioned, by you understanding exactly why the law is in place and where it derived from, then you're able to avoid not breaking it. And how you do not break it, you obey. And what do you obey? Love is what you should obey, because love do not break laws. Love consider everyone to not do any of those things that to break the law, which the law will not tell you to do. So with that said, as always, this is your host Coolio, bringing you another topic, which is the conclusion of law for this. So have a good one and